Okay, so to create new service portal, we will go into the module service portal and click on portals. Okay, here we have some out of the box portals. We will create our new portal. First thing is title. Second thing is URL suffix. URL suffix is used to redirect to service portal. MySP. I am giving MySP URL suffix. So I will type MySP after the URL. I will redirect to this portal. For this configuration, we need to have one home page. So first we'll create a new page. In service portal module, pages, new page. I can give it a name like home page. Just save. Now we can select this home page in portal configuration. Let's come home page. We have set it home page, and we will select knowledge page. KB View 2. KB View 2, it is a out of the box knowledge base page. So we will use this. Login page out of the box 404. Using stock theme. Now I will update logo. Updated the logo and this icon. This icon is called fav icon, which comes here top of the browser tab. So for this we will use this only. So just click on save. We can check this portal by clicking on try it, or we can type this URL of the instance. So it is the preview of our service portal. It is my service portal. We will go to portal configuration. In our previous session, we did branding editor, then designer. So we will edit this page in designer. Find our page, home page. Okay. First we will do the structuring. I will take another container, row. Then I will have this 9x3. Want to give this container a background. right side we will add search. Reduces. Preview it. Another row for some of the links. Let's say 4x4. I will use here icon link to redirect. First one I will create an incident. Second knowledge. Third one is service catalog. For these three things I will use single widget, icon link widget. Just drag and drop in all the containers, columns. Now we will configure it one by one. First one we will take it.
सो गई हो? चावल खाना है? चूड़ा कचरी। क्या हुआ? हाँ? क्या हुआ रे? हाँ?
सोई थी।
हाँ,
अपर्णा, आई थिंक आपके यहाँ से बैकग्राउंड नॉइस आ रही है।
किसी का माइक ऑन है? Okay, so we have created 3 icon links. We will check. So these are appearing like this. I will click on create incident. It is redirecting me to incident record producer. Perfect. Knowledge page. And service catalog out of the box home page. Perfect. Now we want to have some list active critical incidents. So I will add another container and this row. I will choose simple list widget. If someone is very new to portal, so you can go to the ServiceNow docs and check how many out of the box widgets are available and read about them. I'm using these are the some useful widgets in every portal we will use. So first we'll select table. Primary field and secondary fields. Here we have some options. First option is to select table. Second, if we want to add some filters, so we can add filter. Third one is display field. This is our primary field which will appear. So we are taking number as a primary field and short description in secondary field. We can have multiple secondary fields. And then list page. This is the page which consists of all the lists. In this widget, we will show only maximum 5 entries. If we want to check more than 5 entries, then we will have to click on view all page. Then this is the view all page, which will redirect it to list page. I will show you once this configuration is done. And link to this page, it is the page when we click on one record, it will redirect to this page. Show you when empty. Everything by default. So these are the entity entries, and first the highlighted in blue color is our primary field, and below that is short description, that is a secondary field. If I click on view all, it will redirect to list page. Here we can have all the list. If I click on record, it will redirect to link page, that is form. So far we have configured a service portal, basic configuration. We have configured header, then icon links, then list. Anyone has any doubt in these configurations?
Yes, Varun. Hi, Somin this side. How are you?
Your voice is low for me.
Hi, Varun. Somin this side.
Hi, Sumen.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So I have two questions. So can you go to that homepage of portal? Yeah. So one question is, how can I give tabbing between this header image and this icons? This icon links, I think, because right now they are just appearing below this header image. Or it,
You want to give some space between these
Space,
icon link
yes.
and head.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so for this we can add our class.
Okay. Or it is just because of the image size.
No, it's not because of the image size. We
Okay.
did not give any spacing. So
Okay.
second
Okay.
container is coming just after the first. We have to
Okay.
give some space here.
Okay.
Either we can give padding to this section.
Okay.
This section. Now we'll add a class. Custom class I am creating. Save this.
Okay.
Either we can write our CSS here, or we can go in themes and
Okay.
create our own custom CSS.
Okay.
For now, I am writing CSS here.
Okay, great.
So now we have some space between banner image and our icon
Interesting.
links.
Okay. Okay, so so this configuration we have to make, I think, in every portal, because I don't think it like we are configuring this out of the box portal. So there is no spacing in the out of the box version.
Yes, we have to write CSS for this.
Hmm. Okay. And the second one is in this simple list widget, when we open that view all, how can we customize the columns in the list view of the list view?
In the list
These
view, you want
columns.
to customize these columns.
Yes.
For this, we have to modify this widget.
Okay.
Uh, so this we
Okay.
can discuss this about our pro code section.
Okay. No issues. No
We
issues.
will clone this widget and do some modifications.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Varun.
Thanks. Anyone has another query?
Varun?
Yes, Shweta.
Yeah. In column section, there were three sizes mentioned, but it was not mentioned ki which size they are talking about exactly. If you click any column and then check that edit button, column, select column and then edit button.
Okay.
So there, see, there are three sizes. So what are these sizes?
You mean this size XS, size SM, and MD?
Yeah.
These are based on screen size. So first one is for extra small screen, which is our mobile devices. Second one is a small screen, that is large screen mobile or tablets,
Okay.
small tablets. And then comes to MD. MD is for standard tablets. Then LG is for desktops.
Okay. So when means we don't have to touch it actually. This is default.
If you are not touching anything, so by default it will take 12, a
12.
space of 12. which is full row.
Okay, so my question is when we can change it or when we should change it. How will know कि now the screen is not like uh,
You
I
can you can check by decreasing your screen size, or you can check this view in perspective of different devices by clicking on this icon. You can check the responsive view. Here we have some options, like some of the phones, like right now we are previewing in iPhone X.
so it get changed by itself, no?
100%. No, we are just previewing this.
Okay.
Okay, so for iPhone X, it is visible to me like this. If I change something in XS, it will change here for a small screen only.
Okay.
You can check tablet view. You can set the column size based on your screen size.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, moving further. So there are some requirements from customers. Some of our customer do not use cards, so we will disable this cart option. Go to the service portal module and menus. This is the menu, SP header menu, which we are using in our portal. This is out of the box menu. Open this record. Here we have some configuration in JSON format. We just have to make the value false for cart and list also. So our cart menu item is disappeared from here.
Varun, one quick query here. So
Yes.
this, the one you applied the settings for removing the card, this will be applicable globally on all the portals, right?
It is applicable only for this menu, SP header menu. If you are using this menu in more than one portal, then it will reflect to those portal also.
Yeah, so that's what my query is. Like, if suppose I have multiple portals and on some portals I want to use the card and some portals I have to remove it.
So
Then how I'll do
for this we should use a different menu for different portals.
Okay, but then how we can reuse this? Like, if you want to reuse it, not creating max number of menus in that.
You have to create new menu for your custom portal.
Okay, okay. Sure.
It is the best practice not to change something in out of the box functionalities. You can clone it. Okay, if you want to change some menu items or add new menu items, you can add menu items here.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so these are the some configuration, and moving on, we will create our first custom widget. We are moving from no code to low code. Create a widget. We will create a widget to show the incidents. Like we have this out of the box incident. We will create this in custom widget. All incidents. In HTML, we will have it's better to edit this widget in widget editor. Okay, for the widget configuration, we have these 5 things: HTML, CSS, client script, server script, and link function. We'll start with the HTML. Perfect. Now we will fetch data from server script. So we can have it's loaded. add our this custom widget. Reload this page. This is our widget, and these are the static values coming from the HTML part. I'm just checking my server side that it is pushing values or not. We are getting JSON and data. To push this data from server side to front end, we will use Angular ng repeat. Say IM.
Varun, I think you mistyped the value of the name repeats spelling.
Spelling mistake. Okay.
Mm.
So our widget is working. We are getting data from server side to front end. We can customize this layout by using our own custom CSS, or we just can use bootstrap tables. it is appearing in some styling. Okay, so this is our very basic widget which we have created from scratch. Right now we have used only HTML and CSS. In our further sessions, we will use client script and we will discuss about client and server script communication.
Hi Varun, Praveen this side. Sorry to interrupt, but I have one question on that.
Yes.
How did you open that dialog window where you found exactly like troubleshooting the server side code if something went wrong, or like how exactly we'll get to know like it is pushing the data into that object or not?
Yes. To find that, you have to control right click on your widget.
Okay.
Okay, and click on log to console.
Okay, log to console. So it will open that window, right? Can you just click one more time? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Hello, sorry, I missed you.
To check the data is coming from server side or not, you have to press control right click on the widget.
Okay. Mhm.
And click on log to console.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
And you can check everything related to that widget in console.
Okay. And Varun, I have one more question in that. Can you move to the build editor? Yeah. Here you used like ng repeat directive. So my question is, can't we use like ng4 directive, which we basically use in Angular 4? I'm just asking whether we can use Angular JS over here, or we can use Angular.
We can use only Angular JS here. We cannot use Angular 2, Angular 3 or 4, only Angular JS directives.
Okay.
ServiceNow is compatible for Angular JS only.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thanks.
You can check all the directives which we can use in the ServiceNow docs.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that.
So Varun,
Yes, Shweta.
you have just copied one class of that bootstrap class you have just used. So we don't need to add any file regarding that. We can directly use any class of bootstrap.
Yes, we can directly use any class of Bootstrap. It is already integrated in ServiceNow.
Okay.
You can just use class
Okay.
instead of copying all this. I can just type this.
Okay. So we'll need to means learn about these classes as well. So that means which class, what is the function of each and every class.
Yes, you should have some basic knowledge of Bootstrap. Like this whole structure is all based on Bootstrap. These container and these columns are from Bootstrap.
Okay.
You can directly use Bootstrap class uh, in these options also. Few basic classes like column, row, text center, table styling.
Okay. Thank you.
You can read it from Bootstrap library. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? So in today's session we have covered, we have created one portal from scratch. We have configured some widgets here and created our own first custom widget. In next upcoming session, we will go up to the pro code. We will write all the client script and server script for the widgets. Okay, I think that's all from today's session.
Varun, Somin this side.
Yes, Somin.
Yeah, so Varun, actually I was using that HTML editor, HTML widget. So
Okay.
in that I was placing the name, but I was not able to do that. Can you show me where I can place that name in HTML widget? Because whenever I am putting the name in that title or display, then it is not getting displayed.
You are using this HTML widget.
Yes. So when I was editing this HTML widget and I'm putting the value in HTML or in title, then it is not showing up. I don't know why.
It is printing hello.
Yeah, it is the default one.
Okay.
And I think that HTML is also not coming like WYSIWYG editor, right?
Yes, HTML editor is not visible here. Okay.
You are also on Orlando. Your instance version.
Yes, this instance is also in Orlando.
Because when I went to docs, then it is mentioned there that HTML should be a WYSIWYG editor. Then how?
It is coming here.
Okay. Then why it's not coming there? I think it's a problem in the.
It is updating from here. So maybe some functionality of this widget is not compatible in Page Designer.
Okay.
You can configure this either here from here or in Page Designer.
Yes. Then I did it from Page Designer. Okay, fine. Thank you.
It is a platform issue.
Earlier it was there, right?
Yes, earlier it was there. I have used it.
I have also seen there. Okay.
So I will share some more labs. You guys can check those labs and practice those labs in your personal instances. Okay. Thanks everyone for joining.
Thanks, Varun.
Thank you, Varun.
Thank you, Varun. Thanks everyone.
Thank you, Varun.
Bye.
Okay.